alongside me is Ian Hoare-Lacy, Director of Public Communications at the World Nuclear Association. Thank you so much for coming in, Ian. We don't know exactly the extent of the casualties or the devastation that this will have if anything were to go wrong with the nuclear reactor plant.
Oh, we can be sure there won't be any casualties on any major scale. Three plants have got very serious problems. And you've outlined some of those, so I think it's a bit graphic to say that one's blown up.
The problem won't spread, or there's not going to be contamination?
Yes, I'm sure of that. And I'm sure that the people who haven't been evacuated, namely the operators of the plants, are also fairly sure of it. And I doubt if any of them are too nervous about their long-term retirement prospects.
This is something that actually happens and then people can live quite, it doesn't affect them in any way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's in some cases just on their shoes and so forth, but there is some, and that's not ideal, but it's way off being a public health concern.
Ian, thank you so much, Ian Hoare-Lacy, for really putting the spotlight on, well, the fact that it's pretty safe for the moment.
Oh, yes. Well, I think it's safe, period. Yes.
Ian, thank you.
Obviously, the authorities are concerned that there might be a fuel meltdown, or they might have been, at least when they ordered the evacuation. I think that possibility is remote at the best of times and diminishing by the hour as the fuel gets cooler and generates less heat. It's now would be generating only about 0.5% of the heat that it was generating.
Yes, Ian Hoare-Lacy, spokesperson for the World Nuclear Association. Are we past the tipping point on this crisis now, Ian, do you think? We've now passed the worst?
Oh, definitely, I think so.
I understand. In general, Ian, are Japanese nuclear plants prepared for these types of quakes?
Oh, yes, definitely.
People in Japan this morning, some of them as far away as in Tokyo, 170 miles away from the nuclear reactor, and they are concerned about what's going on. If you could speak to them, what advice would you give to them?
Oh, just sit tight and watch.
As you said, sit tight. Ian Hoare-Lacy, the Director of Public Communications.